back at you with another one. And today we've got ourselves a bit of a pro-casted game. Doesn't get much more pro than man like Ungurs going up against Juliank, a.k.a. Opti. Both these guys, I know I get obliterated in the comments for saying top 10 players all the time because I've mentioned about 50 players in the top 10, but it's a reference to kind of the elo that these people kind of can have or have had in the past, because the top 10 constantly changes. People dip in and out of the top 10, and it completely it changes very quickly, very often, depending on how many players are active and all that sort of stuff. So but I think it is fair to say that both of these guys are top 10 players. I am not lying to you. Would I ever do that? This game was played a little while ago, and I keep a folder of saved recordings, and I thought, I forgot to cast this game, so I thought, let's go back to it and have a cheeky cast. And one of the main reasons is because when I looked, I saw that it was India versus Germany, the Germans, and it's not very often. You don't really see that many India players anymore. Izad is pretty much probably the most famous India player. But you just don't see many India mains on the ladder anymore. Oh, we're going to get a contestant. What's going to happen here? Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, but Opti steals the treasure after all of that hard work. Do you know what? 100 XP. Discovered the true origins of the universe. Well, I would like to know those origins, please, because I'm pretty sure we don't even know the true origins right now. But my God, what a fantastic steal. You just know Ungurs is going to be mad about that. This is my new favorite thing to do in casting, like keep the explorer inside the ring. The one to rule them all. Come on, Boromir. There we go. I feel like the Eye of Sauron staring at Frodo when he had the ring on. What? When you think about it, what a pervert. What an absolute pervert. Imagine the things he saw. Anyways, where did my mind go over there? Picks up 35 wood as well. India are scouting around. They have two elephant explorers, of course, so very quick moving explorers as well, so they're going to be able to maneuver around the map very nicely. Let's have a look at the decks. Pretty standard stuff here from Opti. Interesting, he has the Iris Brigadiers. Not sure you'd ever want that in your deck. Aging up now, as is Ungurs. Let's go have a look at Ungurs, see what's going on with him. What is he aging up? That does not look like the Agrafort. That looks like the Carney Martyr. And I think it's fair to say you see more Carney Martyr these days than you do Agrafort. It used to be the other way around. You used to see Agrafort like 99% of games. And with DE, that is just not the case anymore, which is fantastic. Let's have a look at his deck. Of course, distributes them. Very standard deck here by the looks of it. Has both the Mahus, very goon skirm, but he does have 9 sepoys. That's a great shipment, by the way. Nine good musketeers. Got the Urumi pop, of course, intervention, and infinite 2 rockets, and the Urumi regiment. So yeah, pretty standard stuff right here from India as well. India, I think the reason why you don't see as much India is because they're not like a DE meta civ. Like, they're not like a high XP orientated civ where they're getting lots and lots of shipments. They get 1 villager per shipment, so they're a good, very, very good civilization in the mid to late game because they scale incredibly well because obviously they get those extra villagers. They get really good consulate consulate bonuses. They are a really, really good civ. They have great units, but they're quite a high skill ceiling civ, I would say. I would say they're quite a high skill ceiling civ. So they can be quite difficult to play. But if you're used to them, then obviously... ancient inscriptions teaching the true origins of the universe, granting 175 XP. So we've got 2 origins of the universe. 2 origins of the universe. I'm only asking for one of them. And I'm sure they don't conflict against one another, you know what I mean? One of them says the Big Bang, the other says Jesus. Hey, maybe Jesus created the Big Bang. Ha! Have that, religious and atheists, both of you. Maybe it was both of us. Maybe atheism and religion is both true. That doesn't make sense, but yeah, fuck it, you know. I just like being controversial. I think that's all. I just like being a little bit controversial. A little bit saucy. Okay. We have Rajputs in queue. For some reason, I'm eating my beard. Definitely needs a trim. 5 Rajputs in queue. First shipment is going to be the foreign login. So, you know, pretty. That's a good medium trickle card. They don't get villagers shipments. They only get the trickle shipments, but of course they get a free villager with each shipment. So, you know, they get distributivism, which is basically 2.5 villagers plus a villager. So it's basically like 3.5 villager card. So when you put it like that, that's kind of insane. That's basically a 3.5 villager shipment. You know, that one again, you know, an extra villager. So, you know, they're basically really good villager cards without the population behind them. So, but of course, India, their shipment curve is worse than most other civs. So they do have a slight extra bonus, negative bonus on their shipments. So they don't get shipments as quickly as other civilizations. And that goes the same for Germany, who I believe have the worst shipment curve in the game. Because, of course, they get even better than 1 villager. They get 2 free Ulons. And then 3 Ulons. And then 4 Ulons with each shipment. Depending on what age you're in. So Rajput's been a little bit annoying here. He's making 5 more. He's on 24 villagers right now. He's going for the Ottoman consulate. He hasn't shipped. Oh, no, he has. Okay, so he's gone for diplomatic intrigue, and that's going to give him time to put down the consulate now. And that's going to give him lots of juicy bonuses. Okay, Ungurs chasing those Ulons. He's got some Rajputs, but they're going to get sniped by these crossbows. And Opti... Nice stance. Put them in that guard mode stance. And he's going to force the Ulons to snare against him. That's nice play there by Opti. Opti's going to kill all of the Rajputs. And yeah, I mean, he loses 1 or 2 Ulons and almost that one there as well. But forced him into a fight. But, you know, it's a good trade for Opti. But Ungurs is going to take that. You know, he was forced into a fight. He did some damage against Cav. You know, that's absolutely fine. He doesn't take down that TP. And look at that, 575 HP. That is a really unfortunate. Definitely wanted to take that down, but it's so far down on the map. Look at the distance that you have to walk some Rajputs or run such a long time across the map. Stable going down for India now. Yeah. Okay, all 8 settler wagons are out, so he's on 30 villagers. And he's about to age up. Okay, so Opti decided to go for the double barracks. Interesting. I'm not sure why he's decided to go for the double barracks. Not sure what his thought process is. You can never guess what Opti's going to do. No one can ever guess Opti. Like, he's one of the most random players in the game. He's got his own style. He has his own build orders, which are very unique to him, that no one else really goes for. And they tend to be greedy build orders. But he is an absolutely phenomenal player, so... Okay, we've got 3 settler wagons, 700 wood, and then 700 coin. That has been his build order. And it's worked out for him so far. So, again, quite standard-ish play, double rack standard play from him. Don't see a stable going down just yet. Does have a church as well as the TP for that extra bit of XP. Germany, like I said, they do need it. And India, Ungurs being slightly aggressive here. He's still in age 2. He sees the age 3, so he wants a bit of piece of the action. But Opti hasn't gone up to age 3 without any protection. He's gone with you know, bow, pike, some Ulons here as well. Settler wagons not even flinching with the settler wagons. Does have their great coats. 405 HP. He's just chilling. He's like, yeah, come at me, bro. Just try and take down my settler wagons. Speaking of wagons, in comes some war wagons now. And they're going to be fantastic at dealing with all of this stuff. There's not that many skirms. And the crossbows. And Gurkha only have 18 range, whilst these guys have 16 range. Wagons have 16 range as well, so they really can't. Gurkhas really can't kite all that well. But now we've got ourselves a big battle. The Doppelsolders need to get stuck in. He's trying to pull Chick to get them to the front. Nice micro there by Opti. And now all the pikes and dops are getting stuck in there with them skewers and those double-handed. The war wagons are having to retreat back. These Rajputs are being a menace. And now the Soas and the Ottoman Delhi's getting stuck in there as well. Is this game already over? Age 2 stuff here from India, proving to be an absolute menace. And who said Soas are a bad unit? Settler wagon pool now getting stuck in here. Gonna have to be doing some punching down some of that taijutsu. Yes, I watched Naruto. There's just nothing here that can really heavily hit these settler wagons hard enough to kill them. So look how well these settler wagons are tanking. He might lose one, and Ungurs isn't going to identify the one that was weak. He does just as soon as it runs away. Fantastic micro there by Ungurs. But a big batch of Udon shipment coming in to re-save the day. And did Ungurs hang around a little bit too long? Another villager goes down with a settler wagon. But he's going to get cleaned up. So was that really worth it? And all thanks to the 9 Ulan shipments. 8 Ulan coming in now as well. I told you, they're not even veterancy either. No, he hasn't even got the veterancy tech. Doesn't even have a stable. That's the power of that 9 Ulan shipment. That's the power of having the church and the TP still alive, which he hasn't even bothered to repair. And that's the power of having all of that XP generation. It allows him to get that 9 Ulan shipment out at the perfect time. And Ungurs, unfortunate. He is on 42 vills, though, so does have the eco advantage here. With the trickles as well, don't forget. With those wood trickles. Making some Zambarak. So he did just get cleaned up, and the scores are still really, really close. But India definitely have the eco lead, and he's almost got 2 shipments ready to go on the age up. He's going up with the Charminar Gate. Otto Consulate's now going to give the 6 Azaps as well. I imagine he's probably got the villagers from here as well. So now just left to get the 6 Azaps, and when they come in, I imagine he'll go back onto the Brick Consulate. Okay, so Zambarak Gurkha, so going for that Skirm Goon comp. There comes the Mahout from the Charminar Gate. Discipline Zambarak, Discipline Gurkha coming in, so getting all of those veterancy techs for all of those units. That is one of the downsides to having like a Goon and a Skirmisher unit in Age 2, is that they're not going to Shadow Tech. Whilst, for example, France, they get Goons in Age 3, and they're already veteran Goons because they Shadow Tech, because that's how it works. As their skirms also get veterancy. Nice clip there by Opti, just taking one villager and backing up. He'll take that all day. Just being annoying as well. And it's not just one villager, you know, it's the 3 or 4 villagers that went inside the TC to run away, and they're not gathering that entire time. And every villager second like that counts. 8 Gurkhas coming in. I feel like he could probably go for something like 3 Mahout or the Urumi. But hey, decides to go for both. And why not, eh? 2 Ulans trying to get a cheeky raid in there. Villagers not even flinching because the Zambaraks are going to be there very, very shortly. So I love this by India. And this is why India is so good. Because they can mass just like a hodgepodge of... they can just have like a melting pot of units, and they get the Mahout. So he's essentially gone for like Skirm Goon, right? And that's like the main chunk of his army. But then he can mix in, he's got these Baghdadis in here. He's got Mahouts on the way. He can make Rajputs to help with the speedy snare as well. And then so he just gets like this kind of, he just gets all of these crazy units, and it just makes for an insane composition. Because it's not just Skirm Goon. You know, there's lots of melee units, lots of heavy cav involved, and it makes it really difficult to micro versus this. So Ungurs has played flawlessly here, and he's actually pulled away by 5k score. But this is Germany we're talking about, and look at that massive cavalry. The Charminar Gate, obviously, he's going to be able to get these Mansabdar units. We get the Mansabdar Gurkha and the Mansabdar Zambarak on the way, and that's going to buff all of these units. I think it's by about 10%. So you definitely always want to target those Mansabdar units first. The Mahouts are diving in. There are 4 of these bad boys, and there's 0 anti-cav from Opti. Opti sees those Mahouts surely, and he's got to be running out of there. These guys are sprinting for their lives right now in those green little panties. Those tight-ass trousers. But hey, I'm not looking. Looks like it's fight night, and here we go. Are the Ulons going to be enough? There's the Zambarak. The Mansabdar Zambarak gets him at the perfect time. There's 0 anti-cav, and the Ulons, they are just, these Mahouts are just tanking everything whilst the Zambaraks melt the Ulons. Oh my goodness me, I thought it was going to be a lot closer than that, and there's still all 4 Mahouts alive. And that was a nice 15, 16-minute game. Was looking really good for Germany when they flipped it around here, really quite early on in age 3. But then all of us just couldn't get the rematch, whilst India had all the time needed there for the rematch. They had the better eco as well. So fantastic stuff there by Ungurs. 53 vills he ended on. Opti ended on about 41 with the settler wagons. Yeah. These 5 war wagons needed to be in here 2 minutes earlier. But even if they weren't, I still think that's a win for India. What a fantastic game. What a nice, quick little skirmish. That's like, that reminds me of like those classic, you know, vanilla TAD games back in the day, 2000, you know, and 10 and stuff like that, where, you know, it would very much be skirm goon heavy comps like that, and games would be over in 15, 16 minutes. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Jam-packed with action as well. Quick look at the all resources. Just Ungurs just winning it after that age 3 fight. It was very close, though. Look at the military pop. Yeah, look. Opti taking a huge, such a bad fight here. Look at that fight for Ungurs, and I think that was the GG moment there. He did get a cleanup here, because he got that big batch of Ulons there, and then that's when all of these units started to crumble. So he did, you know, but look at that trade, though. 54-0, and then only thanking that to those Ulons, which half of them died as well. And then the rematch was the same for both, but yeah, just the better comp for India and the better units. What a fantastic game. Guys, hope you enjoyed that one. A true top 10 SmackDown, and I will catch you in the next game. Peace.